Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of NCAA basketball. This is the first episode of season 1. Um, so it's kind of a long story. I know that I've played NCAA basketball on this channel before, and if you guys remember or if you watch, I lost to Kansas in, I think, the Sweet 16, and that was the end of the first season. That was supposed to be the end of the first season. However, I did play some of the games during the second season, and I'm doing a voiceover of this video because the audio was kind of messed up. But I'll show you here the scores of the games, and I lost a couple of them. I got really irritated because I played all of the top teams in the country, and so I lost a few of them. And so I stopped playing because I got frustrated, I got PO'd, and that was that. So I was gonna come back and I was gonna pick up where I left off, but that didn't work because it turns out I don't have that footage anymore. So I just figured, well, I'm not gonna just, not have these like 5, 6 videos not here because these games happen. I just don't have the videos of them. So I decided to restart the whole thing. Um, I did pick Harvard again. Um, and so yeah, but I do have a couple of rules. Um, there, I'm not going to edit any of my players. Okay, so before any of you guys ask, no editing of my players. That did not happen. So if any of you guys are like, he edited his players because he's shooting really well and blah blah blah, no, I did not do it. I'm not going to do it because that's going to take the fun out of it. I don't mind losing games because like it makes for good story. There was one time that I played the season where I did edit my players, but I edited them like really bad, and I simmed all the way through to the tournament, and so I was like 0-30, and then I played the tournament and I won. So, you know what I mean. But the only rules that I have is that during the season, when I'm playing a non-ranked opponent, the gameplay is going to be varsity level. And I've already played a couple of games, and I accidentally have left it on All-American a few times now. And so the games got a little interesting. But whenever I play a ranked opponent during the season, I will play it at all conference. Even if it's the number 1 team, it's going to be played at all conference, and that may not seem a little fair, but it is just the season. Okay? And now, in regards to the postseason, every game during the conference tournament, no matter what conference I'm in, the SEC, the Ivy League, the Pac-10, it's the Pac-10 back then, obviously. It's going to be all conference, every single game, no matter if they're ranked or not. During the NCAA tournament, every game from the round of 64 to the national championship game is an All-American game. That's the only time the games are going to be All-American. And so they're going to make for, better, more competitive games, So that's what I'm really aiming for here in this situation. So, those are really the only rules. I did edit my, my schedule for this first season, and I'm going to show it to you guys here. Instead of just, going through this, because it actually did take a while to get people to accept the games with me. Because I'm Harvard basically. We do play Oregon State out of the Pac-10. We play them twice. We play Iowa out of the Big Ten. We play Auburn. We play Northwestern twice out of the Big Ten. We play Penn State out of the Big Ten, and then we have Hawaii, Iowa State, and Colorado. And those are the games that I edited. Those are the ones that I added because I felt like those would be higher quality games, and they would give me the best chance to become ranked by the end of the season. So that's what the schedule is. Those are like the first 10 games, basically. It's just those teams. So that's the schedule right now. That's really the only thing that I edited. And there's only one other thing that I changed in regards to this. So obviously I'm not going to stick with Harvard for 30 years, but what I did do is that I have a list of schools. There are a couple of other schools that I want to go coach at and play as those schools, you know. And there aren't that many. There's only three. Only three more schools that I'm gonna go to. So it's gonna be Harvard and then three others if I can manage it. And so I've got the very first school and one of the other schools already sort of edited. I edited them so that their players weren't as good. So that they'll fire their coach basically. That's why I did it. So that whenever they fire their coach and the end of the year comes by, I can check to see if that job is up for grabs. And if the job is up for grabs, then I'm going to transfer to that school. I don't think that I'm going to do it after this first year because that would basically just like ruin everything that I'm going to set up here at Harvard, because next year, season 2, I'm going to be working hard on recruitment. So I'm going to spend, a couple years at Harvard, but I'm not going to spend like 10 here. I'm going to spend like maybe 4. And I want to spend a couple at each school, and then I want to spend the rest at my last school, and that's what I want to do. That's how I want to do this. I'm gonna see how many national championships I can build up at each school. I want to see if I can turn Harvard into a blue blood team, because then if I'm at my last school and Harvard is a really good team and pulling in good recruits, then I could potentially play Harvard in the NCAA tournament and in the regular season at my next school. Harvard could be the number 1 team going into next year. We could win the national championship. Who knows? I haven't played that far, but these things could happen. All 4 of the teams that I am going to end up going to, they could all be really amazing teams. They could all 4 be top 10 teams in I'm at the last school. And that's kind of what I'm going to try to do here, is make them all really, really good schools and make the competition really, really stiff going towards the end. So that's what we're going to try to do here. We're starting out with Harvard. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. So I'm excited. The very first game is Oregon State. Like I said, there's an audio issue. So for the very first game, I know it sucks, but it's just going to be the band music in the background, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm excited for this year. I'm a little nervous, because I've played this game so many times and I've tried to record it for the channel, and it's just never like worked out in my favor, and I don't know why. But hopefully this time I'm gonna get it done right. The videos aren't gonna be edited very much, so it's gonna be the full game. It may be boring at times, but I really don't have time to edit 30-minute videos. So they're gonna be 30-minute videos, close to it anyway. So yeah. Maybe in the future I will hire somebody or do it myself to edit the videos, but for at least the first couple of seasons, the videos are not going to be edited, like not even close. And so yeah, Oregon State is up first. It's a really good game. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys for the first time, not voiceovered, tomorrow, because I am uploading it every day until the end of the season, and then I'm gonna take about a week off. I haven't exactly done like the calendar looking to see how far I get, but I will provide you guys with an update on the scheduling during the last episode of the season. If we make it to the tournament, if we don't, whatever. I will put that there, and I will let you guys know when season 2 is coming out. But without further ado, here you guys go. Here is Harvard against Oregon State.